I mean, they have truly been feeding us Caitlin Clark content for the last hour.
March 2025. That's the date stamped on this footage. And for anyone who's been following the WNBA offseason, you know exactly why that matters. Because the last time we saw Caitlin Clark actively playing competitive basketball was July 2024, 8 months ago. 8 months of silence. 8 months of speculation about her conditioning, her mindset, her readiness for the international stage. And now USA Basketball is flooding social media with training camp content from Miami, multiple clips per day, behind-the-scenes footage, practice drills, candid moments. This isn't normal protocol for Team USA, so the question becomes, why the sudden content blitz?
We got a Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese photo. Well, they're not together, but this is the photo yesterday that they put out. Caitlin Clark like back there and back. But I just think this is just the greatest thing ever, man, because this is what we've been wanting, man. We've been wanting basketball content. And if you have not been wanting basketball content, you a lame, bro. Like, you definitely a super lame. If you want to keep hearing all this CBA stuff, nobody want to hear all that all day. Nobody want to keep reporting on that. Nobody want to hear all that. I don't want to hear nothing about no veterans. I want to hear nothing about none of that. I want to hear basketball, bro.
Look at that framing. Caitlin Clark in the foreground. Angel Reese positioned in the back. That's not accidental photography. USA Basketball's social media team knows exactly what they're doing. They're feeding the rivalry narrative that drove WNBA ratings through the roof last season. But here's what makes this content strategy fascinating. USA Basketball has a brand new broadcasting deal with TNT. The network paid significant money for exclusive rights to international competitions. And TNT executives watched what happened when Clark entered the WNBA. Viewership records shattered. Casual fans became invested, merchandise sales exploded. So this content isn't just team updates, it's strategic marketing. They're building anticipation for a product they know will deliver ratings, and they're using every tool in the playbook to make sure people are watching when these games tip off in Puerto Rico.
At least for the next coming days, I believe the whole tournament is like 3-4 days long, and we're getting basketball content, bro. So this is beautiful. Oh, copyright. So I'm guessing this is them training, probably stretching and stuff, which is still a good clip. Now, they do got more clips of them actually shooting the basketball, running plays, getting to the basket. And this is stuff that we want to see, man. Look, more Caitlin, bro. They keep showing Caitlin, bro, because they need Caitlin to help hype everything back up.
Now watch this practice footage carefully. University of Miami's training facility. Empty gym except for Team USA personnel. And the focus keeps returning to two players, Caitlin Clark and Kelsey Plum. Here's a stat that USA Basketball has been promoting heavily. Clark and Plum combined for over 7,000 NCAA career points. That's more than any two players in men's or women's college basketball history. More than Michael Jordan and any of his North Carolina teammates. More than any duo you can name. That's the narrative they're building. Two historic college scorers, now teammates on the international stage. It's compelling. It's marketable. And based on the engagement these posts are getting, it's working exactly as planned.
Right now. Now let's play CC next clip, bro. Because they've been feeding us Caitlin Clark.
Selfish. That's selfish.
Easy work.
You told me you had food poisoning. She wasn't looking out. Swab.
Now, Caitlin Clark and Kelsey Plum are the two leading scorers with over 7,000 NCAA points combined in men's or women basketball, bro. These two young ladies outscored everybody to enter the collegiate level with picking up a bat, including the great Michael Jordan. Gotta keep it real.
You know, she has food poisoning. She has food poisoning.
But there's something else happening in this footage that reveals the real story behind this content push. Listen to the audio carefully. Someone mentions food poisoning. Kelsey Plum apparently got food poisoning during training camp. Now think about the timing. They're releasing this content, including mentions of a player being sick, because they need to maintain momentum. The WNBA season doesn't start until May. That's 2 full months away. 2 months where casual fans might lose interest. 2 months where the conversation could shift to CBA negotiations, veteran complaints, or league drama that doesn't drive viewership. So USA Basketball is filling that gap. They're keeping Caitlin Clark in the public eye. They're reminding people why they started watching women's basketball in the first place. Not because of contract disputes or social media feuds, because of elite basketball being played at the highest level.
The ref would have hit one of these. 6'7". You know that call? They're like, hey, I don't know. Let's see what they hit. Selfish. That's selfish. Sorry. You told me you had food poisoning. She wasn't doing it out.
So I'm trying to see if who got food poisoning. Is it Caitlin Clark that got food poisoning? I think Kelsey Plum might have food poisoning. I don't know. I gotta watch it one more time, y'all. I'm trying to pick up what they're saying in this clip.
Selfish. That's selfish. Sorry. You told me you had food poisoning. She wasn't doing it out.
And here's where this strategy gets really interesting. Look at the production quality of these clips. Professional camera work, multiple angles, edited highlight packages with music. This isn't someone's iPhone footage posted to Instagram. This is coordinated content production. USA Basketball hired a full media team for this training camp. They're treating a 3-day preparation tournament like it's the Olympics, because they understand something fundamental. Caitlin Clark's presence changes the value proposition of every event she participates in. When the Fever played last season, their games averaged 1.2 million viewers on cable broadcasts. That's 4 times the WNBA's previous average. Merchandise sales for Indiana increased 380% year over year. The economic impact was measurable and massive. So TNT looks at those numbers and realizes they didn't just buy broadcasting rights to international women's basketball. They bought access to the most marketable player in women's sports. And they're going to maximize that investment by making sure every casual fan knows when and where to watch.
And then you run in all excited to shoot a layup and you couldn't even catch my pass. I did catch it. Barely. The ref would have hit one of these. 6'7". You know that call? They're like, hey, I don't know. Let's see what they hit.
Now there was another clip here that I just found out. It came out. Let's just start it.
How are you the bastard? How? No.
Now contrast this with what's been dominating WNBA news for the past 2 months. CBA negotiations, veteran players complaining about rookie attention, social media arguments about who deserves credit for the league's growth, contract disputes, expansion draft speculation. None of that content drives viewership. None of it makes casual fans excited to watch games. It's insider baseball that only hardcore fans care about, and even hardcore fans are getting exhausted by the constant drama. That's why this USA Basketball content feels so refreshing. It's just basketball. Players working on their craft, team chemistry developing, skills being showcased, the fundamental product that made people fall in love with the sport in the first place, and the engagement numbers prove it. These training camp clips are getting more views and positive comments than any CBA update or veteran complaint post from the past month. People want to see basketball. They want to see Caitlin Clark playing basketball. Everything else is noise.
So you guys get down in the comment section. Let me know y'all thoughts about this video, man. Let me know y'all thoughts about the new format of the channel. I'm really liking this. Not really coming on camera stuff like that, man. I think it's garners more to the content instead of me myself. But yeah, guys, definitely let me know your thoughts about that. Keep them bells on. I will be back with more content throughout the day. Until next time, man.
Here's what makes this moment particularly significant for the broader landscape of women's basketball. For years, the narrative was that the WNBA couldn't attract casual viewers because the marketing wasn't there. Not enough promotion, not enough media coverage, not enough investment in content creation. But what happened last season proved that narrative incomplete. The Fever didn't have dramatically better marketing than other teams. What they had was a player that casual fans wanted to watch, and once those casual fans started watching, they discovered they actually enjoyed the product. The WNBA's television ratings increased 170% year over year in 2024. That's not just fever games, that's league-wide growth. Because once people started paying attention, they realized the quality of play was higher than they expected. The games were competitive. The storylines were compelling. So now you have USA Basketball applying those lessons. They're not waiting for organic interest to develop. They're creating content that puts their best product in front of the largest possible audience. They're making it easy for fans to stay engaged during the offseason. And they're betting that the same formula that worked for the WNBA will work for international competition. Put Caitlin Clark on screen, show her doing what she does best. Let the basketball speak for itself. The viewers will follow. This tournament in Puerto Rico might only be 3 or 4 days long, but the content strategy around it reveals how much the women's basketball ecosystem has evolved. Organizations are finally treating their stars like the marketable assets they are. They're investing in production quality. They're understanding that content drives engagement, and engagement drives revenue. The question now becomes whether this approach is sustainable. Can USA Basketball maintain this level of content production for every international event? Will other teams and organizations adopt similar strategies? And most importantly, will the WNBA itself learn from this example and provide more consistent, high-quality content during the regular season? Because here's the reality that this training camp footage makes crystal clear. When you give fans access to elite basketball played by compelling athletes, they show up. When you make it easy to follow storylines and connect with players, casual viewers become invested fans. When you prioritize the actual sport over manufactured drama, the engagement takes care of itself. So pay attention to what happens over the next few days as Team USA competes in Puerto Rico. Watch how TNT broadcasts these games. Notice how USA Basketball continues releasing content. Track the viewership numbers and social media engagement. Because this isn't just about one tournament. It's a proof of concept for how women's basketball should be marketed moving forward. It's a demonstration that when organizations invest in their product and trust their stars, the audience responds. And if you've been missing actual basketball content, if you're tired of hearing about CBA negotiations and veteran complaints, this is exactly what you've been asking for. This is the product that made you care about women's basketball in the first place. So here's my question for you. Do you think other WNBA teams are watching this USA Basketball content strategy and taking notes? Because they should be. Drop your thoughts in the comments. And if you want more coverage of actual basketball instead of off-season drama, hit that subscribe button so you don't miss what happens when these games start. Simolfc, 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 Simolfc,